Greeting Tasuo Warriors, here today with the Tasuo Player Guide to give you guys a wonderful support or a staple tutorial, if you will. This is to help the Tasuo Warriors out in battle be able to increase their deck potency and to optimize their options when going against other opponents in the arena. And I believe this is very informative to those who are looking to build a competitive Tasuo Showdown deck. So we broke this down to different card categories, if you will. There are different card types in these categories, but I believe this was the better idea to optimize the functionality of each of these cards, even though they're different card types, but they have the same functionality. So the first category we have is the Warrior class. I went ahead and took the top 5 generic warriors in Tasuo Showdown available and got them together to inform you what they do and so forth with each other category that we have in this video. So once again, the first category is Warrior class. The first warrior you have is Baby Extent. Baby Extent has a swift ability which says during your opponent's play phase, you may cast off this warrior from your hand and then target a card in your opponent's legend zone. It cannot be activated and is negated until the end phase. Super powerful. He makes it number 5 on our list for Warrior class. Number 4, we have Jiruto, aka the God Killer. His effect and ability is very tremendous and detrimental if they are successful. First one is his attack, which is called Treacherous Venomous Bite. And what it does is target a warrior for X damage, where X equals this warrior's current life. And if successful, the target receives poison. So he swings for 6. His parent life is 6. And then he has a wonderful defensive ability called Venomous Stance. When this warrior is attacked by a physical attack or targeted by a non-area attack by your opponent, target a warrior your opponent controls for 3 damage, and if successful, it receives poison. So he's a wonderful attack and wonderful defense maneuver. Very powerful, only worth 2 out of your 5 body count. So I believe he's a wonderful boss monster and a great addition to any deck. This is the number 3. Sorry, 4, 5, 4, 3. Number 3, him and Jiruto are interchangeable. Just depends on the situation. But I believe Jiruto overall can be more effective depending on what deck you're facing. Because once again, he is called the God Killer. But Cosmic Warrior, nonetheless, is very valuable. He has 10 life, only worth 2 body count. Has an effect of if your opponent controls more warriors than you, if your opponent controls more warriors than you and you control no cards with life, you may e-call this warrior from hand to an open zone. When a cosmic card destroys a card, it's sent to the outer zone instead. So this card, when cosmic cards in general, while he's on the field, destroy a card, it exiles it or orbits in Tasuo Showdown, what it's called, it orbits it out of the game. He's an ability of twice per turn. This warrior may attack a warrior for 3 damage, area strike, chainable. So you swing for a total of 6 damage minimum per turn, and it's chainable. Super powerful. He's number 3 on the list. Number 2 is the beautiful Demonica the Seraphine. 9 life, 3 body count though, so watch out. Her effect reads Double Soul. When the card is destroyed, you may change this warrior to Element Shield, and if you do, destroy a card on the field. Target destroy a card on the field. Ability, Oblivion Blade. Once per turn, this warrior may attack a target with 3 damage, physical strike, unchainable. And she has a additional effect, only limit 1 per deck, but during your play phase, you may orbit 2 Element Shield or 2 Element Solar type cards from your dead zone or field to e-call this warrior from your hand or dead zone. So she can come back if she will ever leave the field or go to the dead zone. She's the number 2 on our list. And the number 1 is the Creator Kraken. Super powerful. He's a primal. So primals are limit 1 per deck, so you will take up your primal slot. But when your opponent attacks, you may play this card from your hand to the arena zone to negate the attack. If you do, target a warrior your opponent controls. It cannot activate its effects, abilities, or attack until the end of your next turn. Then it has an additional effect of during your you may destroy this warrior and send it to the outer zone, then deal 10 damage in any combination to your opponent's warriors. So you can almost get a guaranteed body count on your opponent if you play this right. He's the number 1 warrior on the list. Negate attack, negate a future attack, next turn, blow him up, hit your opponent's field for 10. Godly. So that's it for our warrior class section. Next is our resource recovery.